everyone, this is Daryl20, and welcome to episode 15 of Daryl20's Omnifactory series. Between the last episode and this one, I went mining. Got myself a bunch more iron, a bunch more copper, because I've been burning through copper like nobody's business, and also grabbed some silver, which happens to be along with a lot of lead. So along with that, we got some galena, which is cool, I guess. I don't know, do I need galena? I don't think we need galena in here. This is my, like, to-be-smelted chest. And this is my, like, other ores, and I'm not 100% sure what they're for yet, chest. And miscellaneous other ores. Like, I got some redstone in there, and, you know, a few other things. So lots of mining between episodes, lots of resource gathering. Not a, ton, because this pack, just the way the ores are distributed, you don't need a ton of it. But, yeah, definitely cool. Also, look what I have in my inventory. Dun, 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 dun! Atomic Reconstructor. Totally made that between episodes, because, yeah, I did. Not totally sure where I want to put that thing, as we have options, right? Things that could be done. So, like, we could pop it, maybe say, we could pop it, like, here. Do I have any more of that redstone conduiting stuff? If not, I can probably make some. Now we're cool. Conductive iron. So what if I popped this dude, like, right here in the corner, right next to this other machine, which seems like a cool time, right? And we can cover up the ground to make it look nice still. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, you need a redstone thing, don't you? And while I'm here, I might as well grab a piece of stone so I can make a button. Not 48 buttons, but I'll take it. Stop it. That'll do. Aesthetic quartz. Because it's quartz, every time the laser hits it, I think it changes, right? It's fine. I'm not worried. It's all good. So that's cool. Maybe just to make things look cool. Right, though? Oh, yeah. Fancy time. Fancy Dyer House. Loving it. So that's what's up. That's what we've got. So now we can make all kinds of really nice stuff. Like, we can turn redstone into these things. Hooray! Which means I should be able to get my breaker, which has a relatively cheap recipe if you look at it. We just need a basic coil, which is some conductive iron wire. So for that, we're going to need some redstone and iron in our alloy smeltery. And I'd really like to get the higher tier alloy smeltery if I could at some point. That would just be super cool. Because the way I have this automation thing laid out, I need to make it better. I've been making more fine copper wires, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we're using a lot of them. So piping the copper wire out, because it's a 4-to-1, right? So you get 4 times the copper wire that you would otherwise get. So conductive is what it's called, and we need to wire that up too. But yeah, I would totally like to upgrade my wire mill and my compressor and my alloy smeltery. Those are machines that I'm using a lot, and I would therefore love to do something better with. But hey, guess who has a breaker? That's what's up. Sugarcane for days. Boop. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, breaker that works. Isn't that just the greatest? I don't even need I don't even know that I need to, like, pipe it into a drawer or something. Like, I could very easily pump it into a drawer and just have, like, a lot of sugarcane. I mean, it'll hold a few stacks by itself, but do we have any drawers handy? We do. Did I ever make a drawer key thingy? I probably should. Not yet, necessarily. And then I'll need my item conduits for, piping and whatnot. Sweet. And you. And that should be sugarcaning? Yeah, nice. So let that dude chill. We might need to move him, because I might not love hearing breaking block sound effects all the time. In fact, I probably will. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Do I have a bucket on me? I don't know that I do. And I'll need that water. That makes me think, like, what are some muffler options? We have the one that can, like, muffle specific sounds, because that would be cool. Sound muffler from Extra Utilities to super sound muffler. Yeah, that's the one that can muffle specific sounds. Let's see if I can make one of those. Shall we? Because I love this block. It is the best. Do I have a shear? I should probably go get a few more pieces of wool. I'm thinking there's sheep outside. Yeah, and they're super close. Thanks, Mr. Sheep. Cool beans. I'm gonna put you back there, and maybe more terracotta. That's probably cool, right? I think that's cool. So if I popped you down here, I think this is the one that can, like, mute specific sounds, and if it is, that's what's up. So we can pop this guy back down, and we're going to say blacklist. We're going to add grass blade. Haha. I'll take it, right? That's cool. I love that sound muffler. That is the best. The fact that you get to choose which sounds are muffled, like, I can't even tell you guys how much I love that. Because I've frequently, like, the regular sound mufflers are good. Don't get me wrong. But, it just, like, bugs me when I break a block and I don't hear the block breaking sound. Like, it just bugs me a little bit. So, being able to, like, specifically say, no, not this sound, but every other sound is cool. Like, that's what's up. That is super what's up. How you guys doing? You done working for a little bit? Thanks, Chief. I gotta do something about my terminal losing power when I dump a lot of items into it, but we'll figure it out. More iron, please, because we always need more iron. So, what do we got going on today? That's a really good question. That's a super excellent, amazing question. I knocked out a few quests between episodes, stuff that typically I'd already done, like the Ender Pump. Like, I just went and got my stuff, right? Digital storage for days, ME Conduit. I think I knocked some of these out between episodes, some of them not. Phosphorus and sulfur look like an important job. As that phosphorus is found in apatite veins and sulfur is electrolyzed from sphalerate, along with gallium, very useful later on. Maybe I'll take care of that later. I don't feel like doing that right now. I never made the pyroclase oven. That might be a cool thing to do. That turns coal into coke, but also produce phenol, which you'll need for circuits. Cool. What other things should we be working on right now? Soldering alloys. Cool. Phosphorus pentoxide. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of things. So, like, once you hit early game, like, it's not so linear is what I'm seeing. There's, like, a lot of different areas that we can start tapping into. The advanced inscriber are nice. That is actually really nice. I think I should make one of those. Because I have a regular inscriber, but the advanced inscribers are what's up. And that's the regular recipe, too. So I definitely want one of these if I'm going to be doing more inscribing. Oh, wow. That's the recipe for a hopper? Really? Really, though? 5 iron plates in a chest. Iron plates. I'm going to need more of them. Let's do... and then 20. See, here's why I want the faster compressor. Now, the assembler, in theory, should be able to just boop and boop. Sweet. I guess the correct program circuit is what's up. Okay, that ain't so bad. That ain't so bad. Here's what I've noticed about AE, and I think I mentioned this already, is when you go to shift-click things in here, it doesn't get the right wrench. It doesn't recognize that I have a wrench. Like, that wrench would work, but it doesn't recognize it. So that's probably more of an AE thing than anything else. But it's no big deal. It's all good. So let's just get another one of you. Cool. And then we just need a couple diamond circuits. Alright, so inscriber, I should really be just adding this over here so I can look it up easily. But I've got my basic inscriber downstairs, so I just need now a diamond plate. And I'm hoping that you just go right into here, buddy. Yeah, you do. And you make a diamond plate? I really hope so. I completely guessed on what the recipe for this thing was. But it's all good. Alright, cool. And then, so that makes that. And then we need the silicon plate. So refresh my memory on silicon plate, because it's been a bit now. So I need to compress silicon ingots, which are smelted silicon dust. Cool. Let's get like 16 of those, because I feel like we're going to need a bunch at some point. And I'm going to need to figure out a better source of silicon. That's definitely on my to-do list. Better source of silicon. Cool. Alright, so you're wrapping up, buddy. That ain't too bad, but I think we're going to need one more iron. I must have mismathed something somewhere. Alright, while you're cooking, let's go down here. And we want the silicon press. And I think it's engineering, right? Engineering is the diamond one? Cool. Yeah, this will definitely make my AE life easier. I also want to get into some more MV machines, I think. See, I can't put a stack of things in it there at a time, but the advanced inscriber I totally can. And because I have to manually use this for a bit, because this recipe is so expensive for now, I think this will be a smart move to have it upgraded. Alright, so now we need circuits. Which I keep making a large number of and then still not having enough of. But we still got a few, so that's nice. Yeah, the fact that you need like 2 of these, or 4 of these actually, to make those middle tier circuit thingies, the tier 2 doohickeys, whatever they are. These things. Yeah, you need 4 of them to make that. It's expensive. You go through them quick. So, pro tip for this pack, you can never have too many primitive circuits. Alright. Quest complete. Engineering. So you come with me. Your turn to get upgraded, buddy. That's 100% what's up. Quest complete. Advanced inscriber. Nice. Cool. So you're done. We'll get 3 more of you. And then what I'm going to do is just put you guys in there like that. And more hoppers for later when we decide we need them. I could have made it by hand, remember, but the assembly machine is just, it's neat. I think, from what I understand, every recipe that needs a tool or a component can be made in a machine at some point, so I'm not too worried. You know what I would kind of like is an extruder. That's another on my to-do list guy. I might want to throw him on the to-do list. But that gets me some more coins, which is always nice. What else do we want to work on right now? I'm trying to decide like what's important for me to work on next. I'd like to get some more MV stuff, for sure. But yeah, what would be nice to work on? MV chemical reactor. For pretty much every chemical. Wow, really? At some point we're going to need a dedicated chemical reactor for pretty much every chemical. You probably want to hold off on doing that until you've got a solid base of auto-crafting, though. It stings a lot less when you can just request 10 MV chem reactors from your AE2 system. That's for sure. Fluid export buses are great for dumping the ingredients into the reactor. A capacity card will... Yeah. I should leave this chapter for a little bit. Because that looks like important words that I should not read. So guys, funny thing that I learned. Actually, did you not work? Hang on. Wrought iron bars, assembler. Oh, configuration 3. Really have to change the configuration? That stinks. Let's see if this works the way I think it does. Is that right? And then you can make... Okay, cool. Neat! Not sure I love it, but neat. We'll have to see. There'll probably be a few assembly machines with different configurations. So as much as tanks from thermal expansion are kind of a hassle to make, tanks from Ender.io are not. It is just literally iron and glass, which is cool. So if you need a quick tank, highly recommend. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that. Cool. 3 tanks. Sweet. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is, I want to switch this back to 24, probably. Just in case. So I'm going to pop... How about the reservoir? From... Oh, it's disabled? Really? That stinks. Endervoir? That's available. It just needs fused quartz, which should be doable. A reservoir for any liquid. Really? How does that work? That's cool, though. Didn't I just... Oh, right. I went to get a bucket, and then I didn't get a bucket. So here's the deal. I want to get annealed copper, because the quest apparently will open a bunch of stuff up. So I'm going to quickly fill this dude up. Bring him inside. Pop him in here. And he drops all his liquid right into there. That's cool. Okay. So in the electrolyzer, does it only work with 3 buckets at a time? All right, so I put 16 in there, so technically I'm going to want to put 2 more buckets. Right? Two more buckets will give me the 12. Yeah, that's what's up. Now, if we check out this fluids view, we'll see that it converts it converts 3 buckets of water into 2 hydrogen and an oxygen. All right, guys, we're back. So the fluids are all good, right? So I think what I can do is that and that. Nice. That's cool. I wonder what I can do with hydrogen. So there's only advanced rocketry hydrogen and nuclear craft hydrogen. Which one are you? Which one are you? I can't tell. I can't tell. What I should be able to, maybe this? Greg Tech Community Edition. Okay, that's a different kind of hydrogen than I saw. Greg Tech Community Edition hydrogen. I see. Okay, cool. I'm not entirely sure. Hydrogen and hydrogen. Cool beans. Oh, we've got hydrogen. I'm sure it can be used for some kind of fuel source, right? Ooh, solidified hydrogen, you say. That's cool. Fusion reactor, clearly. Centrifuge. You can turn into deuterium. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Electrolyzer can help do things. Chemical reactor, it can make methane. Gas turbine, it can just produce power, I assume? That's neat. Gas turbine. Sweet. I assume that's like a relatively straightforward power generation option. Long story short, I need to figure out like what I'm gonna do with all this hydrogen we got going on, right? I suspect we're gonna have a lot of it if we're trying to make oxygen, but we'll figure it out. I mean, I can always trash it for now. It's literally water, right? So like, we don't need to worry about it as a resource, right? So I'm not gonna like sweat if I void hydrogen, right? I wonder actually, would I be able to if I made a fluid trash can? Let's test this out, right? That doesn't look too bad. We just need an iron trapdoor, which needs a hammer, which we could totally do. See what I mean about it not, you know, recognizing stuffs. And then more iron. Also, see what I mean about wanting an MV compressor. I think it would be cool if we like rapidly increase the speed at which these things operated. Because I'm pretty sure I can set up filters for this dude, right? Can I make a fluid filter of some kind? Basic. Yeah. Right? So on the down, we could say... Does pressurized fluid conduits? No, I think we need the next tier of fluid conduit in order to do filters, don't we? Don't we? I think we need the ender fluid conduit, which is going to need some vibrant alloy wire. Doesn't look too bad to make vibrant alloy wire, though, right? Because we just need vibrant alloy, which is a blast furnace, okay, between energetic alloy and ender pearl. All right, we can do that. That's actually not a terrible recipe. So I guess we're doing 4 of you. Let's see how Mr. Blast Furnace holds up with this. Not terrible. Not terrible. I'm okay with this. Vibrant alloys ain't hard to make at all. It's funny how, like, I'm not sure which part of things are going to be hard, right? Like, sometimes simple things are harder than you expect, and other times, like, vibrant alloys is kind of like a high-level, you know, powerful ingot, right, in Ender IO world. So, it not having a crazy recipe is fascinating to me. It's like, okay, cool, I'm down, I'm cool with that. I was worried for a minute. I was super concerned. Right? So then you can turn into, wow, 4 of those per, that's not bad. Right? So on the down, you're gonna get a fluid filter on extracting, right? And your filter settings will be the hydrogen, right? So we want this to be here, and it's gonna be hydrogen, and I would probably like a bucket. I've got more of these. Boom. Cool. So on the down, I wonder if hydrogen, can I do this? Oh yeah, I can. Beautiful. Even more beautiful. Right? Can I do this one? No, neat. That's cool. All the hydrogens whitelisted. All the hydrogens. I love that JEI integration. Can we talk about how great that is? Right? So then, what I'd like to do is something like you. Let's get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then you're gonna boop, and you're gonna be making fluid for me, right? And then in theory, what we should say is on the up, extract is off, right? And on the down, extract is always active with the filter. So the only thing that should be trashed now is hydrogen. That cool? I think that's cool. And we could go one step further with it too if we wanted to. We could filter on the insert and then have the oxygen go into a tank. But yeah, look, cool, cool, working as intended. I like it. All right, so you get the last of that stuff while I get a little copper going on. Now, if I want annealed copper or whatever it is 1 bucket of oxygen per. Okay, so that's nice and easy math. So that's hydrogen, right? So I think we could probably... Can I do that? You know what I'll do is I'll just... Because there's no reason to hang on to this hydrogen. It's so easy to make hydrogen. I'm not going to waste my time or my inventory space with hydrogen, right? So that's cool, right? And then that's the last of that. Toggle fluids, oxygen. I know people are going to yell at me about wasting hydrogen. It's literally water. Like, I don't need it right now. I'm not going to hang on to tanks of it, right? I need lots of oxygen. I don't need lots of hydrogen. Once I need it, I will stop voiding it. I promise. Cool beans? All right, so now for you, can I just do this? Nice. That's cool. Wonder if you can have multiple types of fluid. I'm assuming not. Cool. So then 9 goes into the input hatch, and he's going to cook up and make the annealed copper. Sweet. Nice. Nice. Vibrant alloy energy conduits. That's cool. And look, annealed copper too. Quest complete. Oh, I assumed that would... Okay. I kind of assumed once I got annealed copper, there'd be like a branch that opened up. Like, hey, you've got annealed copper, all these things are available to you. That was not the case. That's okay. That's okay. We'll still let the rest of the copper cook, and then we'll do cool stuff. And the other thing for quest purposes that you wanted me to make would be this guy, right? So we could wire mill you up as well, just for the point of having the quest completion, right? It is kind of cool that you get progressively more of the stuff. Nice. Okay. Doot, 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 doot. That is cool beans. Look at all the conduits we have. I don't even know which ones you're gonna want. It's gonna get crazy. Because we're gonna have some really high-level energy demands at some point. Probably not too soon, but probably sooner than we expect. All right, so now that we've figured out how that whole process works and have this guy nice and filtered cool, and you're working and doing your job, that is awesome. And now you should be empty, right? Yep, fluid working, making those last annealed coppers. It's pretty slick. All right, cool. I would like to make an interface. Can we make an interface? I would really like to get into pattern production. I think that's kind of the direction I want to go. So an ME interface, not the easiest thing in the world to make. Not horrible. Not horrible. Can I just get a whole bunch of aluminum dust turned into aluminum for me? That would be really nice of you if you could do that for me, right? But I would love to get an interface. For what exactly right now, I'm not sure. I mean, I just know it's a thing. I would love to get auto crafting going though. So an assembler can take 8 aluminum plates and turn them into machine casings. So now we have an assembler, and it does it pretty quickly. I'm just saying, right? We could still do it by hand, but once we get into production line stuff, we're gonna want to do that in the machines, because AE2 is not gonna be cool with the like wrench and hammer and all those tools. All right, guys, just cooking up a few circuits here for my interface. The interface, a little bit complicated to make. Not terrible, though. Not terrible, but definitely not ideal. We need to come up with a better solution for aluminum. I need to figure out, you know, how to get aluminum dust better than I currently get it. How's my power situation with this thing going? He should be really good right now, believe it or not. Yeah, see, we're burning through our RF pretty quickly when we're smelting aluminum, especially when we're smelting a lot of it, because it takes a while to smelt. But with this guy, we can eventually get more input hatches, right? Like if we got MV input hatches, we could hook it up to our MV cabling, and then this thing would run faster. It would drain power faster, but it would run faster, right? Just saying. But aluminum's definitely something I'm gonna have to figure out how to process better, and I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure I don't know what it is. But we'll figure it out, right? So let's see, how are we doing? Not too shabby. So you should be cooking up a few more plates. And then you need a robot arm. Cool. That is an MV robot arm. All right. That is cool. That is cool. Now the assembler here needs copper, right? So that's... I don't know that this is any better, right? That's what I don't fully understand. Like, is that better? Right? Now, the lathe will be nice to have. Not you. Clicked the wrong thing. That'll get me 2 aluminum rods per, right? So, like, robot arm is what we basically need to work on right now. So we also need this guy, which means more of these dudes, which I've been trying to make more of. How am I for this? Not great. How am I for this? Seen better days. Okay. I feel like I always need these things available. I have to do a better job of not doing this, right? So a bunch of you guys. Making these in bulk is 100% the way to go. A bunch of you guys. As you can see, I've been trying to do better. I think I've got some red alloy. Good, good. Wire mill that up, buddy. Now, eventually it's gonna... Oh, good, my conductive iron's ready. Cool. So that should probably be enough for now. Cool. Okay. So for you, we need this guy. Do I not have any wrought iron plates? I don't even have any wrought iron. Let's get 2 stacks of wrought iron. And just get a quick plate going. Because you know we're going to need more. And again, this is where having a faster processing line would probably be cool. Right? So electric motors, we're going to need some 2x copper cables, which I think we can make. Cool. So I need 2 of these. So I would need a magnetic steel rod. So I should be able to lathe that, right? I think we've made these before, but I'm still just doing the thing. Magnetic steel rods. Sweet. Okay, cool. Now, does that need 2 of those? Ultimately, I'm going to need 3. So I'm going to need another piece of steel. I'm going to need you to lathe. I'm going to need more aluminum rods, too. Because it's 2 aluminum rods per, right? It's kind of cool how different resources process at different speeds. I like that a bit. So there's 3. We're going to need more copper wire. You're almost done. See? Basic wire. I really should upgrade this guy and go MV. So you're all done here, right? Nice. Just so we get the basics here. Sweet. And then we need this guy, which is going to be 3 plates, a rod, and a gear. Which we can make out of a single plate. So I need a rod and a gear. Getting the hang of this. So I should be able to just do that. Maybe this isn't shapeless. Doot, 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 doot. Cool. So we're getting there. Now I just need 2 more aluminum rods, and we should be good. See, aluminum is really where the MB tier needs a lot of. I really need to figure out like how to process aluminum better. But that should be it for an ME interface. Oh, I need more aluminum plates. 4 more aluminum plates at least, which is exactly how much aluminum we have. We are literally and officially out of aluminum, or aluminium, for those of you who think I'm pronouncing it wrong. So I have a ton of aluminum ore. So how do I process you guys into aluminum ingots? Like, so I can make crushed aluminum ore with a pulverizer, right? And I'll also get bauxite dust and stone dust if I get a better pulverizer or macerator, I assume, right? And then I can pulverize you to impure piles, which can then be centrifuged. So that's doable. So I can double pulverize it and then centrifuge it. Or I can ore wash it into purified aluminum ore, which can be pulverized. Or I can thermal centrifuge it again and then pulverize it. Okay. So I think what I probably want to do is, can we get an MV macerator? That would be awesome. MV advanced macerator. Let's work towards that a little bit. But I should be good to make my interface now. Sweet. Quest complete. That's going to hang out in there. I'm going to need more of them later, right? But an MV macerator would probably also make my life easier. Because I think if I got an MV macerator and we could process ores a little bit faster in the ore doubling world, that would also be super cool, right? Of course, I need more aluminum in order to MV macerate, right? So how about I do this? I'm going to process like 16 of these. It's going to be really slow. Do we have any more aluminum? Nope. All right, back in a few minutes. In fact, I lied. It's totally wrapping up point. So let's do this. Let's wrap up here. We'll come back next time with a bunch of aluminum processed, right? And then we'll start making some more MV machines is what I'd love to do. I'd love to get, you know, the compressor, wire mill, and smelter, and macerator at the very least. Those are the machines we use most frequently and would probably benefit the most from an MV upgrade, right? So we're going to need, I'm going to do macerator first. And we already have the centrifuge, right? That's the MV centrifuge. No, that's the electrolyzer. So where's the centrifuge? Yeah, that's this guy, right? He's the guy who's going to get me aluminum. So I might need to upgrade him as well. We'll find out. But I want to upgrade those to MV so we can process aluminum faster, so we can get more aluminum, because I have a ton of aluminum ore to process, right? And once we've done that, then we can get access to making more MV machines and further automation. Now, my ultimate goal eventually will be to get patterns so we can autocraft, but that is going to be a lot of work. That we need second tier, first tier. We need all these things: electronic processor, fine electrum wire, capacitors, which I haven't made yet, and integrated circuits and aluminum plates. Most of these I've made. Integrated circuits, cutting saw, doesn't look too bad. Precision laser engraver, I don't think we have one of those, right? Knock with a doped wafer, huh? Oh, just a regular wafer works too. Okay. Lots of silicon we're going to need at some point. And then we also need capacitors, which rubber sheets. I think we can make those easily. That's cool. Tin alloy foil. Tin alloy plate. Easy enough. Cluster mill, huh? I might need to make a cluster mill. Fine silver wire. Should be simple. Yep. Cool. So, and then we also have to have molten tin for that guy as well. But then we also super need polyethylene sheets, which we have to figure out how that's made, because fuzzy. Ethylene and air, and ethylene. There's distiller recipes for it. Cool. We'll figure it out, right? For now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We have a lot of cool stuff to get into. We're going to be getting into MV soon, and more MV machines equals more awesomeness. And then we'll progress through this age of this mod pack. All right, guys. You know the deal. Take it easy.